Hi everyone, it is Alex with Holistic Movement Pilates. Today I have a very quick core workout for you on the reformer. For props, we are going to use a box and a ball. Now, technically, if you don't have a box, you can do this whole series without the box, and then you can use a ball. So again, if you don't have a box, you can do everything without it, but if you do, I would suggest putting it on. We're gonna get started with our long boxes on in front of our shoulder blocks, one heavy spring and foot bars down. So again, foot bars down, heavy spring, long box on. We're gonna sit on our boxes facing the straps. And then once we sit on our box and we face the straps, we are going to grab the straps off the pegs. Now, long loops are gonna be a little more challenging for our core. Short loops are gonna be a little easier for our core. If we need a little more assistance with this, we can always grab up a little higher onto the knotted part of your rope. So again, the further back you grip, the more challenging it is. We're starting with roll down. So when we sit on our box, we wanna make sure that there's plenty of space behind us so that we can go down. Arms are just gonna be nice and long. I'm sitting up nice and tall on top of my sits bones. And on an exhale, I'm gonna start to tuck my pelvis. I'm sending my tailbone towards my backs of my knees, towards the wall in front of me. And I'm gonna roll down into my box one bone at a time. Now, when my shoulders hit, I'm gonna allow my head to go back. Now, if you don't feel comfortable with your head going back, you're just gonna keep your neck in line with your spine. You'll take an inhale, and then on an exhale, we're gonna nod the chin to the chest, scoop into our abdominals, and we're rolling our spines back up. We're pausing at the top for an inhale. Again, I'm gonna exhale, tuck my pelvis, roll my spine down one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders, head can go back. We're gonna inhale back here. I'm exhaling to nod my chin to my chest, scooping into my abdominals as I peel my spine all the way back up. And I'm sitting up again, nice and tall on top of my sits bones. Let's keep going. Tuck, roll back. Send your tailbone to the wall in front of you. One vertebrae at a time. We inhale to go back. We exhale to roll our spines all the way back up. We pause at the top. Let's do a few more of those. All right, let's do two. Again, exhale, tuck, roll down. Inhale, shoulders, head back. Exhale, chin to chest. We roll our spines all the way back up. We pause at the top for that inhale. And then last one, tuck, roll down one vertebrae at a time. Inhale back. And then we exhale to roll our spines all the way back up. Now, once we get to the top, we're gonna pause at the top. We're gonna go back down onto our spines. If the necks are an issue, you can keep your straps in your hands, and you can always do this series with your hands behind the head. So just know if your neck is an issue, keep the straps and just put your hands behind your head. I'm gonna tuck my pelvis, roll myself down to about my bra line. We're gonna hold at our bra line. Knees are gonna go up into a tabletop position. I'm gonna find my neutral spine here. Eyes are looking to the core. I'm gonna inhale, dip my right toes down to the headrest. Exhale, lift my right knee back up, dip the left toes down, and then I'm exhaling to lift. So again, inhale to dip down, and then exhaling as I lift my knee back up into that tabletop position, holding that neutral spine. Again, if the necks are an issue, you can take your hands behind your head, and you can do the same thing with the hands behind the head. Inhale, dip, exhale, lift. Now we're gonna do one more right, one more left. When that left leg comes up, we pause, we dip both toes down towards the headrest, and then we're scooping into our low abs to lift. Again, inhale, dip both toes down, exhaling as we lift both knees back up. Holding that neutral spine as always. Inhale, dip, scooping into those low abs to lift. Let's do 3, 2, and then last one. All right, relax our feet, let our shoulders, let our heads go back. Take an inhale, and then we're gonna bring the chin to the chest, roll our spines all the way back up, and we can just go ahead and pause at the top. Now we have a couple more things, and then we're gonna move on from this series. So again, keeping the straps in our hands, we're gonna tuck our pelvis, roll ourselves back down into the boxes. Get to your bra lines, hold, knees back into your tabletop position. Again, find our neutral spine. We're gonna inhale, reach the right leg out to a challenging level. We exhale to pull in, left leg out, exhale in. 6 more, inhale away, Exhale back. We're engaging our obliques to pull each leg in for 3, 2, 1. Pause in. We're going to inhale, reach both legs out to a challenging level. Exhale, pull both knees back in. Inhale out, drawing the abs in towards our backs as we pull the knees back in. Inhale out, exhale back. Let's go for 2 and 1. All right, relax our feet, shoulders, heads go back. We're gonna take another inhale back here. And then on our exhale, we're nodding the chin to the chest, scooping into our abdominals and rolling our spines back up. All right, pausing at the top. Now we're gonna do 2 more things before we change up our core work. We're gonna tuck our pelvises, roll ourselves back down onto our brow lines, pause, knees go up into our tabletop position, legs are gonna go straight up to the ceiling again. We're in our neutral spine. I'm gonna inhale, lower the right leg straight down. Exhale, use my right obliques to lift, left leg lowers. Exhale, lift. 6 more. Down. Use those obliques to lift each leg back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift for 3. Last one. Then once we come up, pause. Both legs are going to lower down to a challenging level. Both legs lift. Inhale, lower, scooping into our low abs again to lift both legs back up towards the ceiling. Let's do 3 more. Think all low abs, no low back for 2 and 1. Bend the knees, relax our feet, let our shoulders, heads go back. Take an inhale here. And then ready, we're gonna nod our chin towards our chest and roll our spines all the way back up. Okay, now once we come up, we're gonna grab our balls. We're staying on this heavy spring. And then we're gonna take the straps around our legs above our knees. Okay, now once we get the straps around our legs above our knees, we're gonna scoot pretty far forward on our boxes. Balls are going to go behind us, and I'm just gonna set it down onto my bra line, right in between my shoulders, and then my feet are going to stay down into the headrest. Now, the straps should adjust themselves here, but if you need to pause and adjust at any point, you can. Hands are gonna go behind our head, elbows are open out nice and wide to the sides of the room. I'm gonna inhale, fold over my ball into a nice little spinal extension, and then I'm gonna exhale and curl up into an abdominal curl. Again, we're inhaling to fold over, and then we're exhaling to curl back up. Now would be a good time to adjust the ball if you need to. Make sure that this does not hurt your back. If it does hurt your back, you can take the ball out and you can do everything without the ball. We inhale to fold over, and we exhale to curl back up. We're gonna go for 2 and 1. Inhale over and exhale, curl. Okay, now we're gonna add in some leg lifts with just the right leg to start. So we're gonna fold over the ball. As I curl up, I'm gonna lift my right knee up into a tabletop position. I'm gonna inhale, fold over, set that foot down, curl, lift the left leg next, and then inhale again as we fold back over. So exhale, curl, lift, and inhale over. We're alternating right legs and left legs in the tabletop position. Do not worry about your neutral spine at all for this series. Exhale, curl, lift, and inhale, lower. We want those obliques to fire when we bring those knees up into a tabletop position. Okay, we're gonna do 1 more right, 1 more left. Exhale up, inhale down, last one, lift, and lower. Okay, pause here for the stretch. Give your core a nice big stretch. If you want to take your hands away from behind your head, you can. And then we are going to go back up into a curl. So I'm going to curl myself back up into my abdominal curl. I'm holding here. I'm going to lift my right knee back up into a tabletop position, pause, left knee up into a tabletop position, pause. Now I'm going to readjust my pelvis. So I'm kind of scooting down so I can get my low back flat down into the mat. Knees stand in tabletop position, hands behind the head. I'm going to inhale, dip my right toes down to the headrest. exhale, lift, left toes dip, and exhale, lift. So we're alternating those legs again, but the legs, the opposite leg needs to stay in that tabletop position. So that leg should be working to hold the carriage still. Carriage should not move. It's an inhale to dip down and an exhale to lift up. Hold your curls. Try to keep that tuck of the pelvis. So low back is flat. Let's do 3, 2, last one on the left. Now let's pause. Hug those knees into your chest. Okay, we're gonna do leg extensions next. Same thing, we don't want the strap to pull the opposite leg away from the body. So knees tabletop, hands behind the head. We're gonna inhale, reach the right leg out to a challenging level. Exhale to pull in, left leg extends. Exhale to pull back in, inhale out. And exhale back again, engaging those obliques to pull each leg back into that tabletop position. Try to keep those low backs down. Inhale out, exhale in, reach and pull. We're gonna do one more right, one more left, pause in, relax our feet, and we can fold back over the balls. Again, give your core a nice stretch. Now this next time we're gonna add in a rotation of the spine. So I'm gonna curl back up into my abdominal curl, bring my knees back up into a tabletop position, tuck my pelvis, have my low back flat. We're going to reach the right leg back out. As we do so, we're gonna rotate to the left. So right elbow, left knee. We're gonna inhale, come back center. Then we're gonna exhale, extend the left leg, rotate to the right, and then inhale, center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate, inhale, center. The rotation should be coming right from your bra lines. Again, keep those low backs flat. Exhale, rotate, inhale back. Okay, let's go for 2. And last one. Relax the feet, fold back over those balls. Give your core a stretch. Okay, we're gonna add in both legs next. So readjust those balls if you need to. Hands behind the head, curl back up into that abdominal curl. And then we're bringing both knees again up into our tabletop position. Legs are zipped together. We're gonna inhale, dip both toes down towards the headrest, and we wanna scoop into our low abs to bring both knees back up. Inhale, dip both toes, scoop into the low abs to left. Now, no low back. So range of motion might be a little limited for this. I'm not going super far down just because I really do not wanna feel this in my low back. All low abs. Tuck your pelvis to lift your knees back up for 3, 2, 1. Relax the feet. Again, fold over your balls. Give yourselves a nice little stretch. And then we're gonna go out and in with both legs next. So hands behind the head, curl ourselves back up. Knees back up into our tabletop position. Get that nice tuck of the pelvis. Keep the legs zipped together. Inhale, both legs extend out to a challenging level. Exhale, pull those knees in. Inhale out, exhale in. I'm trying to pull my knees as close to my chest as I can, getting into that flat back position. Inhale out, exhale, scoop into those low abs to pull back in. Let's do 3, 2, 1. Relax the feet, fold over those balls, give ourselves a nice stretch here. Deep inhale, and then deep exhale. Okay, let's do one more thing with our core, and then we'll just finish with a little stretch. So hands are still behind our head. We're gonna curl ourselves back up into our abdominal curls. Knees, we can go one at a time back up into that tabletop position. We're gonna hold here. Legs are gonna go up towards the ceiling. Again, think all low abs, no low back. So if you feel it in your low back, shorten the range of motion. Both legs go down to a challenging level. Both legs lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Think low back gets flat when we lift our legs up for 3, 2, 1, and bend and relax. Okay, fold over your balls again. Give your core a nice stretch. And then we're gonna sit ourselves all the way up, and we can lose the balls. So set those to the sides. go ahead, take our straps off of our feet. And then once we take our straps off, we'll just hang them back up onto the pegs. And then once we hang our straps up, we'll step off to the sides. Now, again, if you don't have a box, you can do this without a box. I'm gonna keep mine on. I'm gonna stay on the heavy spring. We're gonna stand right in front of our foot bars. Hands are gonna go onto the box, and we're just gonna push the box out away from us. We're gonna let our chest drop down towards the floor. Our heels are anchored, our butt stays back. And then we're gonna tuck our pelvis round through our spine to come back in. We're gonna do that one more time. Inhale as we push out, let the belly drop down, tailbone stick out. And then exhale, round to come back in. Then we're gonna take the left hand to the right side. We're gonna push out, find length in the left side of the body. Round to come back in. Last one here, push out, find length in that left side. Round to come back in. Then same thing on the left, both hands to the left side. Inhale, we can push away, find length in the right side of the body. Exhale, round to come back in. And then last one, inhale out. And exhale, round to come back in. Okay, we can roll our spines all the way back up. We can give our shoulders a little roll back. You are all done with that quick core workout. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, thank you so much for joining me today.